Hey guys, I'm the CoasterKeet and welcome to the meme review. Now I know it's not Wednesday, but I felt that it was a good time to show you guys some of the memes that my friends have created because apparently there are a lot of them, and on Wednesday I put up another video, so I thought it was only fair to get to this the second that I could, which is today, Saturday. So, welcome everyone to the meme review, and I hope you all enjoy it. In fact, I hope I enjoy it because I have literally no idea what these memes are. I always go in blind, so it's always an adventure for the both of us. Alright, let's go ahead and get on into it. 28 new messages. Alright. The person barking in the background of meme review. Okay, so they noticed, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but apparently there was some barking sound in the last meme review, which is especially weird because dogs are not allowed in this dorm, like at all. It's a pet-free dorm except for a goldfish in a 10-gallon tank. So I said like, oh, maybe it was just some person doing an impression, and you know, of course this led down the whole rabbit hole that is, why would somebody be doing a dog impression in the hallway? And this was the best explanation we could come up with. And actually, look at this picture. This should be in a museum because it's just, wow. The way that the dog in the background blends into the hair in the foreground. At first I thought this was a mask, but oh my gosh, this is just like positioning it at the right time. That is actually insane. Wow. I'm impressed by that. Aw. This is Mr. Peep. He will be here only once and then gone forever. This is your only chance to say hi to Mr. Peep. Oh no, Mr. Peep, where are you going? Oh, you have such a cute hat. Why must you leave us, Mr. Peep? No. Aw. Why, Becker, why would you put this in here so that I would feel sad? I just talked about change, and now you're gonna make me suffer through more change. Why? Why? Mr. Peep, no. Okay, well, Mr. Peep, we're gonna always remember you here on this channel. In fact, we'll go ahead. You're gonna be the thumbnail, Mr. Peep, because you deserve it. And you deserve to go out with a bang with your little tiny hat. So, Mr. Peep, you will be remembered. Oh my gosh. This strange bird looks like a dog. How did he get out there? Oh my gosh, in my mind there's three possibilities. One, this dog is extremely good at climbing, which is just obscenely good at climbing. Two, a hawk or something picked him up thinking it was a rat and just brought it to his nest, and now he's stuck up there and he's like, help me please. Or three, there was some dumb owner with a ladder that just thought, hey, it'd be fun if I just stuck my dog in a tree and took a picture of it. And now this poor dog's stuck in a tree, and yeah. No, don't shut up the poor seagull. He just wants to scream. You can allow him to scream. You don't need to be so rude about it. Jeez. How'd you feel if someone went up to you and was just like, shut? No, you don't get to talk anymore. You must be shut, or else you will die. I guess that's what teachers do, huh? Yeah, it's more familiar than I thought it would be. AI, you're dead. You died. Game over. Users survive. But I lived, you say dramatically. Oh yeah, that's very true for AI Dungeon. There's sometimes where you just die randomly, and especially if it's at an anticlimactic spot, you're just like, I don't want to die. Sometimes I wish I'd never been born at all. Or no, you go, I don't want to die. And then you just do survive, or you turn into a ghost, or you find a way to continue your story because it was an interesting story and you don't want it to end prematurely. But often I actually run into the opposite problem where the game won't let me die or reach a satisfying conclusion, and the video is running long. And so that's why I will kill off so many of my characters just randomly at the end of AI Dungeon. is I feel like the story is over, but I kind of want it to like be formally over, which is done with like a character death, because there's literally been one time that I won AI Dungeon and it'll never happen again. So, yeah. Hear the AI attempting to tell a story, only saying objection, hold it, and take that. Yes. Yes. This video, I just really wanted to see how crazy it would be if you only said these 3 things. And I only realized, like, once I started filming it, that essentially what I had created was an insane person, because only insane people will literally only say 3 things. And so I had a lot of fun personally orchestrating the descent into insanity, and I hope you all enjoyed the descent into insanity. I thought I did quite a good job putting so much emotion into the objection, hold it, and take that of that video, that you were actually able to tell what I really meant when I was saying those things. Like, I would say objection, or objection, or objection, or you know all these different realms of like the same word, and I hoped that through all of those emotions you'd be able to tell the real story that was going on beneath the whole facade of whatever the heck was happening in that video. But yeah, it was fun. It was random, but it was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then here we go, yelling objection, hold it, and take that every 5 seconds. The judge just wanting to continue the hearing. But isn't this Ace Attorney? I mean, let's be honest here. If you have ever played an Ace Attorney game in your life, you know that the case doesn't get anywhere unless you are constantly, and I mean constantly, yelling objection, hold it, and take that. Like, every few seconds you have to be like, objection, or hold it, or take that. It's just a necessary part of the game. So honestly, that part with the judge was the most accurate part of the whole thing. Now, saying only objection, hold it, and take that outside of court, that's a little less feasible, but in court, I hold that it is completely feasible to only use these 3 phrases and to get through a trial. It is completely feasible. It might not be a good tactic, but it is a tactic, so yeah. Alright. AI Dungeon, look, I've been around the world, okay? Whatever it is, I'll understand. A single one in an ocean of exclamation marks. There's nothing about this I understand. I'm always afraid when I make a typo in AI Dungeon. This actually happened a lot in the last video I did, if you've seen that, the one with the cannonballs, is I kept making these very small typos, and being concerned that it was going to destroy everything, and in that video it actually didn't, it was fine. But I think in other videos there have been times where I've made small typos or things, and they've just derailed everything, because it's like, I don't know what this is, I've never seen this before, and then the software just freaks out and everything goes to heck, and it's just not a good system. But you know, that's life. You just kind of keep rolling with it, and I know I could go back and I could revert and then just do it again, but sometimes it's good to just keep going with the craziness, and especially with AI Dungeon. You just want to embrace whatever randomness happens. Doesn't matter what it is. Just go with it, and you'll have so much more fun than if you're like, I need to do this thing, which is why prompts are a little more difficult for me, because in prompts you need to do this thing. Whereas in free play, it's just like, yeah, if I want to go and fly on, I don't know, the breeze, then I can. It's just something I can do. So, yep. Here we are, Rosalind. I'm sorry. Tio, no. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, yes, when I lunged at him with the spear or lance, and then he was just like, no, you're done, you're donezo, and then he just killed me. Like, that was so heart-wrenching. Also, his name was Theo. I know that it's confusing because he's literally a vampire and he's pretty much Dio, but his name in the game was Theo. Theo just betrayed me. It hurts so badly, Theo. Why, Theo? Why? Oh, that was a heart-wrenching episode of AI Dungeon if ever I saw one. As I mentioned, it's top 10 anime betrayals. It hurt. It hurt right in my heart. It hurt so bad. It was not good. Rachel, I said feed the dog, not bite the dog. Why did you do that, AI Dungeon? My goals are beyond your understanding. And what exactly are those goals? Is it normalizing the consumption of dogs? Because if so, I don't think I can support you anymore, AI Dungeon. That was just the weirdest thing. Thank you for the thumbnail, AI Dungeon, but like, what the frick were you doing? Why is that an output that has been chosen? Like, why is this something that can happen? I don't understand the series of events that must have gone on in your programming to allow the eating of that dog and then for the dog to just be completely fine with it. Like, what? What was that? What was that? It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense at all. Rachel types feed the dog. AI Dungeon, very poor choice of words. Indeed, it was a very poor choice of words. I regret so much that line, but at the same time, I'm so thankful for that line because I had no idea how great it would be. As you can see from my reaction in that video, I had zero clue of what was about to happen to me, and it is a glorious thing. That's the number one thing I love about AI Dungeon is the randomness. It's so random. I never know what's gonna happen when I go into it, and it just creates such good reactions because it's legitimately shocking when you get something like eat the dog. Like, why? I don't know, but that was definitely an interesting moment in AI Dungeon. That's all 40 sheep. What? We should only have 37. I know, I rounded them up. Nice. You gotta enjoy the good math puns. The good math puns and the good boys rounding up the gooder sheep. Yes, I appreciate this. Then we have small birds on a keyboard. Aw, they are little birds. They are so cute. I'm not going to play the whole video because whenever I play these videos I always get copyright stricken. But that is very adorable and I love it a lot. Sunshine did a little bit of that back when I did like work on the computer around Sunshine. He would sometimes come and fly onto the keyboard or around and then like fly back, but not like that. He wasn't just like glued to the keyboard like those birds look like they are. Here we go. My character goes to the kitchen to make a sandwich. The gang member that the AI placed there. Allow me to introduce myself. I mean, doesn't this happen in regular life too? You're just going about your business and then something just random happens and it's like, yep, that's life. That's life. Go south, you head north. I'm not sure if this was in one of my videos. I kind of feel like it was. But that is definitely a problem with AI Dungeon, is sometimes it'll take what you say, and then it'll just frickin' ignore it. It'll take, I guess, the idea that you want to travel, but like the direction that you want to travel, it just completely chucks out the window. I'd really love to know a little better how the heck this works, because it just makes so little sense to me. Like, how do you head north out of go south? Like, how? What are you doing, AI Dungeon? I don't know. I don't understand. And then I'm afraid to tell you that your meme is mine now. Your meme. Of course. You always have to steal memes. That's how they grow. That's how they flourish, as I learned from my meme class. I'm now an expert in memes, by the way. Since I took a meme class, I am a #1 expert. And anyways, it looks like we are out of time. We are not actually out of memes, but we are out of time. This has been a lovely series of memes. Thank you guys so much for all of your contributions, all of the craziness that AI Dungeon is, and Mr. Peep. I'm very thankful for Mr. Peep, and I will make sure he is remembered. But thank you guys so much for watching too. If you like this kind of video, you can go ahead and like the video so I know to make more of this sort of content. If you're not in this Discord and you're interested in making memes, go ahead and comment that down below, like, hey, I'm interested, or something like that, and we can see if we can get the tiniest subreddit in the universe started. But anyways, otherwise, if you want to see where all these videos come from, you can of course look at my previous videos. Most of these are AI Dungeon, so if you've watched those series, these will probably make sense to you. But if you want to see more of the content that will end up in these memes, you can go ahead and subscribe, and you'll see the exact moments the shining moments that made all of these things possible. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope that you all soar high and enjoy your ride of life. Bye!